Good morning and welcome to Holtonsfixit101. Today we are going to be talking about this little beauty here. It is the 18 volt cordless impact driver from Kielder. Welcome back. Now, as you can see, it comes in all this lovely blow molded case. Don't worry about the white writing on the top here. This is what I've actually put on because I have so many of these cases now. It's hard to know which one's which. But these boxes, I will actually state from the outset that these boxes do actually stack because of all these ribs and everything else. They do allow them to stack. But here we go. Let's unbox this from the start. We have these two clips here, and this is what you get in the box. Now, obviously, you get your impact driver with their 18 volt batteries, and these are 3 amp hour batteries that comes in this particular kit. There are other kits that you can get on the Kielder website that have different battery configurations, but I went for the 3 amp hour batteries because I thought that that will be the best for what I want and use. You get the spare battery and you get the charger. You don't get any bits that actually go into the holder at the end. I've actually provided that myself, but that was no biggie. They're only a couple of quid. Anyway, you get the usual sort of instructions that come along with it, and a smelly to go in your car as well, which is unusual because I bought tools in the past and you don't get half the stuff that Kielder actually provides, and they're rather a nice packet as well. You don't have to, you know. But we don't worry about the instructions. We're men, or if we don't worry about instructions. I'm sure there's a lot of women out there that probably watch this as well, but I'm not in any way being funny. But as you can see, I've never used this charger because I have other chargers that are from other Kielder tools that I charge these with anyways. But it's nice to have the charger. And in case I go out onto a job site somewhere and I don't have any other charger, I only have that one, it's nice to have that in the box. But as for the tool itself, it's not that weighty, to be honest with you, but power to actual weight of the machine, it outstrips everything else that I've actually used. It's a brushless motor that they put in here. Obviously it's the 18 volt, and you do actually get, as I said in other videos, you do actually get their Samsung 18 volt batteries that's in here. They're the usual, the Kielder type 18 battery, and they don't take very long to charge, and it actually states on the back there Samsung as well. So they're putting quality batteries actually in these tools for you. It does have the usual indicator on the front to tell you how much charge you got, and like I said, they don't take very long. Within half an hour they're charged, and that's for a 3 amp hour battery. They are interchangeable with other tools that you get from Kielder. They are with their combi drill and their grinder and everything else. Obviously with the grinder you're going to get less of a runtime because the grinder, it comes with a 4 amp hour battery if you buy it in the kit, and I've already done a video which I'll put a link in the description for that one. It comes with an usual forward and reverse on here, and as you can hear, it is very, very powerful. The only sort of it's not a gripe or anything like that. The only thing is the actual attachment for the tools at the end. You'll have to pull that sleeve back there for it to insert. There's no one-handed operation like you do with a lot of other tools nowadays. take it back out again, you have to pull that sleeve forward, as you can see just there, and that will come back out. That's the only gripe that I have with it, is not one-handed interchange operation on that end. But it's not a bad thing, because how many times do you have during you know, the day or whatever, do you have to change that? You know, if you're on a job site somewhere doing carpentry or something like that, you may need to use other bits in the tool, but that's not for me. I just use one bit and I interchange these end bits, but that's immaterial. But like I said, it comes in this lovely blow molded case. You can actually buy this as a bare tool, and you will only actually get the bare tool. You don't get it. It won't come with the batteries. That will be all you get. It doesn't come with the charger. It doesn't come with a blow molded case. It is just that. But it comes on the usual slide rail system for putting the batteries back in, and there's a nice big positive click to put them back in. I've used this several times over the course of the time that I've had it, and I've had this a good now 6 months or so. And before that, I was using the little DeWalt that I bought quite well, I'll say a few years ago now. It's getting a little bit beat up in places. Again, this one doesn't have doesn't have a one-handed operation, but the only thing I have about this is the fact that it is it's 2.4 amp hours, but it's 12 volt, and they're only nickel cadmium batteries, or nickel metal hydride. No, they're nickel cadmium, and it doesn't have as much torque as what this one does. As for torque, this, as I say, for power to weight, as it being the weight of the tool against how much power it actually puts out, this outstrips just about everything else I've used. And I've used a few tools. I've used Makitas, I've used the DeWalt's, I've used, you know, I've even used a Milwaukee, and you know, and this will outstrip power to weight. I'm not saying it's got more power than, say, like a Milwaukee or the latest DeWalt's. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but power to weight, this has got more in it. It does give you up here some provisions so you'll be able to put little tools and stuff like that in there, and there's a tool holder there. But that's all I could say really on this tool. It's absolutely brilliant. I used it, you know, many a times, and to be honest with you, I've used the DeWalt on some screws, and it does struggle on some of the bigger screws that I've tried to put in. I've come along with a Kielder, and it's literally just buried them on into it's gone into the wood, buried them, you know. So this is, you know, I can understand that it's doing more, because it's got 3 amp hour batteries, where that's only got 2, and the fact that this is 18 volt up against 12 volt. So I can understand the difference, but this will bury your screws right on in through the wood and everything else that you want. You have to be careful with it sometimes. You know, I've even put screws in and it's taken the heads completely right off the screw, you know. So there we go, 18 volt cordless impact driver from Kielder. Now, what can I say? Brilliant tool. I'll let you all people decide whether it's a tool for you. The price point on this is quite a lot cheaper than what you would buy the latest and greatest from the big multiples, you know, Makita and DeWalt and people like that. Your price point is, this is a lot cheaper. But as I say, I've used it loads and loads of times now, and I would never ever go without it. I even use it over the top of this thing. So, well, there we go, my friends. The cordless 18 volt 3 amp hour cordless impact from Kielder. Now, this is impact driver. Now, I would say that from the outset that I'm not sponsored by Kielder to make a video on their product. I just believe in their product, that, you know, and it's a British company or English company, whatever way you want to put it, and I'm here to support our companies in this country. Now, if you like this video, please click the like button, and if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, there's the button up there somewhere. But if you'd like to catch up with me on social media, you can. There's Facebook, Twitter, and now I'm on Instagram. So I will see you again sometime. Bye bye.